Hello, friends. Welcome, welcome. Pardon the transition glitch. I have no idea what happened there. How's everybody doing today? Kian, congrats on first. Welcome in. Space Monkey, good to see you. Best of all, hello, hello. Poeta, welcome. Thank you for the lurk. Zartrin, how you doing today? Good to have you all. Thank you all for being here and joining me for this new game that we're going to be trying out today, Forever Skies. I know very little of it. All I know is it's sort of like it's inspired by Subnautica and Raft and I believe Green Hell, but it's in the sky, so we'll see how I do with that, because I don't know if you guys know, but I have a little fear of heights. But usually that doesn't affect me in games. Needless to say, this would not be my ideal survival situation in real life, but I think we can do it with the game. Kian, I'm doing all right today. Thank you for asking. I am glad to be here, glad to have you all, and happy to be trying out this new game. Now, you may notice the branded content notice. I did receive a free key for this, and as far as I can tell, under Twitch guidelines, that makes this branded content and a collaboration with the developers of this game. So there's that disclosure out of the way. Got this ad. Thank you, Space Monkey. Thank you all for being here. I hope you're all excited. I know I'm excited. Let's go ahead and bring you over to the game. Anonymous gameplay data. Damn, pulling the big bucks sponsors now. Okay, anonymous data. Yeah, that's fair enough. Feel free to tell me, everybody, how you doing, what you've been up to, how your day is, anything that you'd like. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Presumably there's a little tutorial mode in this. I don't know how many hours of gameplay are in this build, so I don't know if this is going to take us all stream. But we'll get into it. We'll explore what there is to see of the game, and if we have to switch to something else, we will. But let's see what Forever Skies is all about. So there's an easy mode. Food and drink bars drop much slower, no loss of resources after death. Normal, food and drink bars drop at a normal rate. Loss of 20% of basic resource types upon death. Hard, food and drink bars drop at an increased rate. Loss of 50% of basic and advanced resource types upon death. And then permadeath, which is hard difficulty, but permadeath. I think just to try out the game, we're going to go ahead and get started with normal. Hey, Thugsy, good to see you. I'm doing all right. I hope you're doing well. There will be no other end of the world. A song on the end of the world. Chillin', just smoking. Good. I hope you can relax, rest up, hang out, have a good time. Pretty busy as you try to close everything you need to close before you're off for 2 weeks. Very nice.
Emergency landing procedure.
Mike Hoshi, how you doing? Alright. Broken signal, lost expedition. Sagittarius 2 went silent for months. Then this one signal, and silence again. None of us know what awaits you there. But if there is a chance that they have found the virus, then maybe we can survive. Find the virus sample at all costs. The fate of us all depends on you, the Ark. Okay. So, we were sent back to the dead Earth to try to find a virus sample that I assume is the reason we left Earth. Failed to make any of the phone calls I was supposed to today. I know that feeling. I know it's cliche, but tomorrow's another day. A lot of sleeping, to be honest. Had a nasty nightmare this morning, which put my brain in a weird one. But second nap was much nicer. Dream. Other than that, just been watching streams. Ophi, Shelder, Palthic Kitty. Bunch of friends. How's your day been? Not bad. I woke up. I had a meeting. I tried to go back to sleep after the meeting. I failed. Did some things. Was not feeling super great, but I'm feeling better now. And now I'm here. Got another bad headache today, trying to take it easy so far. Yeah, absolutely, Space Monkey. I hope that goes away for you. Kian's supposed to call the energy company. Yeah, that's that kind of stuff is important. Marshmallow, welcome in. Doing good as you just had some pulled pork sandwiches. Nice. I just had one of my little meal kits. Scarfed it down before stream. Tao, welcome in. I hope you're well.
Health parameters low. Check the database for details.
Immunity circle determines how hard you suffer from viruses. Fatigue bar, maximum level limits stamina, allowing to sprint, regenerates when sleeping. Health bar decreases from receiving wounds, diseases, and bad food. Regenerates when immunity is above 50%. Okay, so I want to keep my immunity up. Hunger and thirst bar decreases over time from diseases and certain foods and drinks. Okay. Oh no, they got COVID. Zarch, not gonna lie, this Earth looks rather uninviting for tourism. Would not recommend. Yeah, I definitely don't think we are here on leisure. Locate the source of the transmission and satisfy your hunger. Okay, that's a pretty reasonable set of asks. Doing a bit better now mentally, physically tired. How are you and how's the game going so far? I'm doing alright, thank you for asking. We literally just started the game. It looks good so far. It looks interesting. Zarchin, thank you for lurking. Okay, requires a solid-state battery. Wonder if I would find that in my machine parts. Notice when I was typing, like, oh, I caught the beginning of stream. Yeah, we are just getting started. Locked. Use the computer. The computer was the source of the transmission, it seems. Take machine parts. Game looks pretty. So I'm assuming machine parts are these basic resources the game was talking about. Consume old canned water. Okay, now my thirst is up. It's a rather interesting environment and game so far, yeah. Looks much different to what I expected. Didn't look it up at all after hearing you'd be playing, so I was expecting something more cartoony like Raft or Subnautica. Like it though, quite cyberpunk maybe. Yeah, I really do like the design, the environment, and everything so far. Do you remember the forests? So far, I'm 3 days into my new job. I'm mostly running the machines they're having you use, mostly by yourself under supervision. You're printing on pens. Nice. I'm glad it's going well for you so far. Is this the one that was a Subnautica knockoff that was free for a while? I don't know anything about that. Okay, let's cap the frame rate to 60. Now you're saying looks a bit washed out. Does it have HDR or something? Let's see. For some reason, it's displaying at 4K, and I don't have a 4K monitor. Oh, that's not good. I think maybe it's just this this fog that we're in is supposed to look a little washed out. It's supposed to be a little green, and I think. Virus, photophobia. Okay, so I have a virus. Looking directly into the sun causes visual disturbance and injuries. So I need lecithin. Or is it lecithin? That was the impression you got, like a smog look? Yeah, I think so. So sun melon can cause photophobia. I like this little tutorial part so far. It's teaching me a lot about how the game is working.
New radio message received.
Undelivered message. Okay. We were down under the dust. We found the lab where they first analyzed the virus 400 years ago. That's when it all started going to hell. Noah went crazy. That bastard stole the sample, our airship, and broke the radio. He just left us here to die. He's dangerous as all hell. The location of the sample is at the overgrown glass house. A scientist lived there who studied flora from under the dust. If you want to get there, try visiting some radio towers and wind farms to get necessary devices. Be careful, this world no longer wants us. It is not a place for humans anymore. Expedition Sagittarius 2. Okay. So 400 years since the Earth was abandoned, it seems. Consume old food ration. Consume old canned water. Okay, our thirst is full. It's all because of this damned dust. Noah heard voices. He was mumbling about nature surviving everything, even the fall of the world. He said he knew what to do so we could return to Earth again. He wanted us to help him, to follow the voices in his head. Lunatic. We locked him in a cell for his own good, but the bastard hid the extractor and ran off while everyone was asleep. Is this my airship? This looks like my airship. Okay. Empty bottle. I assume that's some type of good scrap I can use. My research on photophobia virus has shown that it can be cured with lecithin. It's best found in dust moths and other things living in dust layer. I prepared a lure to attract these objects. Use it with the insect catcher on the airship, lower it into the dust, and wait for the catch. The food from this world eaten raw may be harmful. I'll leave a membrane for the water condenser just in case some water will be needed to cook the food. Simple insect lure, condenser membrane. Lots of dead people here, so this obviously went very wrong. Okay, I'm assuming I can later purify the water, or maybe that's what the membrane does. Transformer. Fabricator, place on your airship. Hard to rotate. I don't know which way it's supposed to face. Kind of seems like this way with the drawers would be the way to go. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's read this log. I've been building a new airship for 2 months, since that bastard Noah got away with our equipment. If only my workshop hadn't collapsed, I would have already had the airship engine research completed. So they have marked place the rudder. And what is left, place the fabricator, craft the deck extractor, extract the wall blocking the workshop, get the research station. Okay, so I placed the fabricator. So the next thing to do on this list is the deck extractor.
Printing completed.
Is this a horror game? I don't think it's supposed to be a horror game. It's more of a, like, survival and crafting and exploring kind of game. Take deck extractor. Place on your airship, cannot place inside. So does it want to go here? This reminds you of Subnautica in a way. Yeah, it said it was inspired by Subnautica. First day back at work yesterday and your server fell over and spent the day scrambling to fix it and a bunch of other issues. Apparently everything had been running smoothly while you were away. That's unfortunate. Sorry you had a rough day. And came back to that. The deck extractor converts environmental elements such as walls and flying debris into resources. Oh, cool. Metals, synthetics.
Virus hurts you when you look at the sun.
The voice speaking definitely sounds like Subnautica. It's very quiet, so it's at 100% and very quiet. Gonna leave you on lurk and play some SL2 while it's still cool enough to enjoy before bed. Sounds good. Have a good time playing. Game sound is very quiet. Yeah, you and I were on the same page with that. But unfortunately, I have no way to increase it. Slime Rancher 2. Okay. I was curious. The only other thing I could do, honestly, Space Monkey, is I would have to turn all of my desktop audio up, and then everything would be louder, including my alerts. Well, wait, do I? Ignore me. I had my desktop audio down, because I was, I think I was listening to something. Can increase it in Streamlabs. I can only increase my desktop audio, so everything's got to be the same level, but I think that was just my mistake. I managed to repair the research station. There are a few old blueprints preserved on the memory card, but the most important one is the scanner. It is necessary to complete its research and craft it. After that, it should scan certain objects in the world, so we can acquire more data for blueprint research. I need a battery to run the device. I dug out this old power box from the ruins. There should be some batteries inside. Oh, so this is a very full, like PDA type thing. It's louder now. Good. Okay, I'm glad, because it was about to get complicated to fix it otherwise. Okay, don't think I need to read every entry. Just thinking you can add a gain filter to the audio source to increase it over 100%. So Streamlabs, as far as I know, doesn't have separate audio sources. Everything is based off of my desktop audio. And then my microphone is an external source. My airship is getting awful cramped here. Audio balancing seems to be a real hassle. It is when you have so many different sources doing different things. Alright, I don't know how much of this I'm expected to engage in. Okay. So how would I go about using the lure container? Okay. Simple insect lure. Lower lure. How do I do that? Hold E. And then a condenser membrane for the water condenser. Okay. Maybe there's a mixer app to adjust sound from the game separately. So I could do that. I could run it through something like a popular one is Voice Meter Banana. I think that's what it's called. Use research station, and we want to research the scanner.
Research finalized.
Dust lettuce. Wait for water to condense and drink it. Okay, so my condenser's working. Eat what's caught to cure photophobia. How do I eat it? Right click.
The virus was neutralized.
Cook food in clean water in electric cooker to improve its nutritional value. Okay, a lot going on here. Craft the scanner.
Printing completed. Analysis completed. Detected new objects requiring scanning.
I apologize if the game is still a little quiet. It's funny how game audio can be so different. Small source of light synthetic resources. Game sound is good now? Okay. Thank you. Check the studies menu. Think they would have figured out a standard by now? Yeah. I wonder, I don't know about the technical, like how hard that is to do though. I mean, like, I know YouTube and a lot of podcast platforms and stuff, they sort of have a standard these days. Drink only in cases of extreme necessity. Right. I like the Technicolor light that comes out of there. Engineer's body. He was in charge of operating and maintaining equipment. He designed devices and adapted the resources and components he found for use. Saw Baldur's Gate stream. That game looks amazing. Yeah, it's blowing up on Twitch right now. The very little bit I saw of it did look very, very good. Synthetics cluster. That's something I'm supposed to be scanning? Okay. Watching a bit in a friend stream this morning looks like fun. Yeah, I actually know very little about it. His job was to study and collect biological samples. He was the one who was supposed to find a cure for the virus that threatens us all. Okay. So why was I sent back alone? I'm assuming that's what happened. If a whole team before me failed, why would I be able to do it alone? Baldur's Gate was like the original D&D game, and 1 was a hit, 2 was legendary, and then nothing. Right, yeah, that I do know. Seer has been going to be huge for games. Tears of the Kingdom, Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk DLC, yeah. Alright, so it says I need to scan a synthetics cluster. That's a metal cluster. One of you. Okay. Research engine and fuel. So that's what I need to get my ship going. A lot of people comparing it to XCOM, but it's legit the original. Is that how Baldur's Gate works? It's like kind of turn-based strategy? It's turn-based, yeah, okay. Honestly surprised. I would figure that today a lot of people wouldn't have the patience for turn-based, but...
Research finalized.
Not a lot like XCOM, though. Yeah, it's just the turn-based is what... Or XCOM is what made me think turn-based, so I understand that. Don't forget Jagged Alliance. I have heard about Jagged Alliance. Craft an engine. So I need more synthetics. You had a rant and rave about XCOM dice rolls and failing for 95% chances in a row. You know what? I have heard that XCOM is infamous for that. You know how statistically improbable that is? Yeah, it's, incredibly. 1 in 160,000. How often that happens in XCOM? Enough that I know it's a meme. So, how are they using statistics that are different than our statistics? Something doesn't agree there. Okay, so I'm building an engine. Pretty sure that's what's happening right now. It seems like the fabricator kind of works in sort of real time.
Printing completed.
Cool. Now place the engine on the outside of the airship. Is there no place to put this that is symmetrically pleasing?
Maximum flight speed increased.
Craft synthetic fuel.
Printing completed.
Alright. Open fuel tank. Drop the fuel in there. I should make another. Now your airship is gonna fly in circles. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Printing completed.
Alright. Full fuel tank. location signal. Locations have their own signal lights. Check the nearest one and look for useful equipment there. I'm at max altitude. Here's my fuel. And the SS Noctem is off. Watch out for Leviathan-class creatures, yeah. Now you see the Subnautica? Cool environment. I'm curious about these metals that are apparently light enough that they can just fly in the air.
Oxygen.
Thank you, Space Monkey. I keep waiting to hear that too. And Mike Koshi. You guys are on the same page. Alright, so is there like a docking station? Land on the location with the flashing signal light. How do I do that? Oh, the one with the flashing signal light, okay. Do I have the fuel for that? So from here, I can use the extractor.
Emergency. Seismic readings suggest a quantum detonation has occurred in the Aurora's drive core. The central dark matter reactor will reach a supercritical state.
We're just gonna straight up play Subnautica through blurps while we play Forever Skies. Okay, so this is nice. I can... What is making that noise? Leaves. Leaves. So I can stop and gather fuel. Game Tinkerer, how you doing? Good to see you. We're trying a new game today. Which side of the chicken has more feathers? The outside? Now, what happens... Let's say, hypothetically, I wanted to stop here. Darkin, happy Friday from the future. Good to see you. Hope you're well, friend.
Uncharted area. The preliminary analysis started.
It's a communication point. I hope my airship doesn't float away.
Detected new objects requiring scanning.
New objects requiring scanning. Okay. She could be into Saturday already. Oh, I'm feeling for you. Rex Basic Turbine increases the flight altitude of the airship. The effect multiplies for additional units built.
Howdy.
Howdy, how you doing?
Calories level is
Kev, is this like the Shivering Isles DLC for Fallout 4? Sure. It's like that in some way, I'm sure. Somebody can make the case. How you doing, Kev? Good to see you. Electric elements and transformer. Okay. Solid state battery. Baldur's Gate 3 does look real pretty. Yeah, that's, it seemed like it from the little bit that I saw. don't know if I'm, don't know if I'm gonna stream that one or not. Uh-oh. Climb on board, okay. Let's research a basic turbine. Haven't thought about Baldur's Gate in like a decade. I'm pretty sure I played it at a friend's house in like 2004. Expensive though.
Research finalized.
Small storage box. Oh, I need plastic scrap. I got it. Oh no, TTS is broken. Rip.
Research finalized.
Why? Why? Hey, Saibiko, good to see you. How you doing?
Damn, these skies go on
Oh,
forever.
there we go.
Am I right, boys?
Just very delayed.
Research finalized.
How you doing, Sai? Alright, so if I wanted to make a basic turbine, I need electric elements and metals. Let's make a bed. If I had electric elements and synthetics, I could make an airship builder. That might be nice to have more than one room. More synthetics, I can make a water purifier. That would be good. I would like to make such a good quality mod one day that it looks like it could be a DLC. There are some out there that are super impressive for sure. Oh, hey Rose Daniels, how you doing? Good to see you. Didn't want to pressure you to play Subnautica because Kay was doing it, but I'm glad you found a knockoff. I mean, it's... I definitely think this is its own thing. It's not a knockoff Subnautica. It's definitely inspired by it, but I've played other games inspired by Subnautica that are, they're their own thing. Some mods are better than official DLCs, this is true. Taking a short break before you head out to work again, understandable. I hope work treats you well. Thought Subnautica was a neat game. You know, the funny thing is I've seen multiple play it, and I've never played it myself. So this is cool then, Subnautica, but your settlements are up in the atmosphere. So instead of having multiple settlements, you have an airship that you build. And you pilot it around the skies, I guess. Need plastic scrap. Subnautica is fantastic, but when I play it, I admit the grind starts to get a bit much for me. It's an experience, but not one I think you'd enjoy because you're definitely an A to B player. I definitely can be that way.
Mission completed.
Alright, now what do I do with this water purifier? Ah. Add dirty water. Purification in progress. Okay. Ooh, I'm hungry and thirsty. I'm gonna die. I just realized, things are not good. We might want to get a move on. We need a bigger ship? Yeah, we do. I need some food in my belly. Some water. Luckily, the water purifier is working now, so I'm getting a hang of that. Did you see they're adding VR support for Star Citizen? I did not. Very cool. Borealis, welcome in. I hope you're well. Wow, I really can't see where I'm going. Take clean water. Okay, this will be good. Okay, so what I want to do is drink. So if that was off topic, this just reminded you of a game with VR. Yeah, no worries. I've never played Star Citizen, but I have heard a little bit about it. Alright, so now I want to... Oh, I need to make bottles. Bottles are not reusable. Okay. Huh. Alright, I need to find some copper. Ooh, an electric cooker. Place that on the floor inside. Yeah, maybe... Let's get where we're going. I'm hoping they're gonna have resources and stuff for me there. It's definitely a cool game. Lots of work left to do on it, though. I feel like I remember hearing about Star Citizen, like, 10 years ago or more. Wasn't it a big Kickstarter thing? Like 14 years, wow. Oh, we're running low on fuel a little bit. It's a big Kickstarter thing that turned into a bit of a disaster. It seems like maybe they've had some recovery, though. Oh wait, can I... You started streaming it, fell through the building as soon as it loaded you in. And then I should be... excuse me, should be able to make an electric cooker. I think I'm getting the hang of this. From what I understand, they got way more funds than they expected and drastically increased the scope and couldn't manage it well. You know, that's a story I've heard before with Kickstarter projects.
Printing completed.
Ooh, a dusk moth. Okay. We do need a bigger ship. Still less bugs than day one Skyrim. You know, I remember playing Skyrim on PS3 and being perfectly happy with it in its natural state. Take catcher lord something. Another dust moth. Okay. Day one Skyrim was perfect, and I will fight you on that. Skyrim bugs are so damn memeable, we kind of don't want to get rid of them.
Unknown location reached.
Okay, so how can I research and build the basic turbine? How am I going to be able to land here if I'm at max altitude? Like, can I turn myself and then gather... Okay, I think I found the limit of the range here. So Skyrim's bugs are fine, but game-breaking broken quests can be a real problem. Actually, you know what? I do remember Skyrim breaking on me. I think it was during the Civil War quest line. I remember being unable to go any further than where I was. Okay. Luckily, this doesn't seem to have limited condition. One Skyrim was so broken you couldn't complete the main quest line. I don't remember anything like that personally.
Risk of starvation.
Okay, so the thing is, I'm a little confused here. Copper, okay. So now with copper, I should be able to research... Or I should be able to make basic turbine. I need 5 electrical elements. So for that I need a lot more synthetics and I need more metals. Can I make bottles? Did I research a bottle? I did not. Go to the rat way to talk to the guy. He doesn't have dialogue and never opens the door. Really? Yeah, that's game breaking. Pretty sure I've had to use the console to work around broken quests in every playthrough. See, I don't play that much Skyrim. Okay, so let's I really gotta get some synthetics going. I think I'm starting to get a hang of this gameplay loop. They give you everything you need for it, really. Ari, how you doing? Forever Sky's more like Sekiro. How about Sekiro No? How about that? Game is Subnautica in space, so it's actually in the skies of a toxic Earth that was, I guess, like, wiped out by a virus. Okay. Need to make a bed. Because my ship, apparently is not cramped enough. So Toronto, I wouldn't know.
Hydration level is decreasing.
Alright. We're doing a lot of crafting here.
Printing completed.
Take bed. We're gonna have to move stuff around when we get more space, but that's okay. So I need water bottles.
Printing completed.
So while things craft, I can gather more
Printing
synthetics.
completed.
Thinks a Blade Runner open world roleplay would be epic? Yeah, I'm sure it would be. If it was handled right. Oh, I don't have a
Printing
condenser
completed.
membrane? Bottle dirty water. Oh, not drink. Bottle it. Add it. Alright, so I need synthetics for metal elements. So these things that float by, I gather the resources off of them. Gonna lie, with all the games coming out and announced, I really just want BioWare to not F up Mass Effect 4. Is that a game that is coming out for sure? I haven't heard anything about it, but I don't really keep up with Mass Effect. Alright.
Fatigue. Rest is recommended.
It is coming out, yes, for sure, absolutely. Did you see Oblivion remake is coming? There's rumors of an Oblivion remake. Some stuff about it that doesn't seem to make sense, like the claiming that it's in Unreal Engine 5 and things like that. Oh, I'm actually pretty much stuck in here. Okay. Use cooking station. What happened to my dust moth? So there was a button here for split. No, a guy explained how it would work, but we will see if it comes to fruition. Yeah, I'm gonna need to hear more about that. Can I expand it? Not until I figure out some more of this crafting. I think I need to make a condenser membrane. I gotta stay on top of not dying real quick. The graphics would be in Unreal Engine 5 and the game mechanics, etc. would be run in Gamebryo. I don't know a lot about game dev, but that sounds a little suspicious to me. Condenser membrane. Now with the condenser membrane, I can get more water. And with more water, I can eat and drink. Okay, so now... I need 2 electric elements for the airship builder. So let's make those. Looks like the remake for Shadow of the Colossus. Yeah, I'm not familiar with how that one works. I'm gonna need to see something really convincing before I believe that a studio that's not Bethesda is doing an Oblivion remake, personally. Alright, more synthetics. Shadow of the Colossus would be a good game for me to play too. It could be. Is it on PC? Shadow of the Colossus is beautiful. I have seen a little bit of it. Don't know, but it's God of War style, heavy animation and timing-based boss fights. Think I would enjoy it? Yeah, maybe. I have to see too if it's got like any viewership on Twitch. That's always something that I think about. But I don't know, maybe it would draw people back since it's a classic. Alright, yeah, turning this way to all the debris, way better. Seemed to be posts about the Oblivion remake saying it's fake. Yeah, well, it was always a leaked rumor to begin with. There wasn't anything super concrete about it. It's not too long and it's not too story heavy, not a lot of exposition, which you liked a lot. Well, that's a good review. Seems irrelevant for you to depend on viewership. I mean, you got mad views from Days Gone. Days Gone actually has an active category on Twitch, though. I'd have to see if Shadow does. Loved Oblivion, though, great game. I have so many nostalgic memories of Oblivion, but when I went back, at least to try to stream it, it just didn't hold my attention. Imagine the opposite of The Witcher 3 cutscene-wise. That is a selling point for me. Finished Days Gone? Yes, we did finish Days Gone. Okay. Now we've got a good amount of synthetics. Let's make the airship builder. Gonna have to Google the ending then? Okay. Yeah, no worries. Saw some gameplay of The Witcher 1 remake, looks awesome. I didn't realize, or maybe I forgot that there was going to be a remake.
Printing completed.
Okay, so now with the... Okay, build menu. Room. Blocked by equipment. Okay, here we go.
Risk of dehydration.
Expansion time, absolutely. Don't know much, saw a stream of it, think it was like a beta early access. Really? Yeah, I didn't realize it was that far along. Or can actually move around without tripping over exactly. Alright, now can I make... Let's make some electric elements. How many is that?
Printing completed.
I think I need 5 to be able to make the turbine.
Printing completed. Printing completed.
This whole place is pretty trashed, alright, yeah. So there's a lot of managing a lot of this stuff. Like the condenser membrane only works for so long.
Printing completed.
So you gotta constantly be popping those in and out. I think the UI works pretty well for it. And then like, how do I make a lure? I need to make one of those.
Printing completed.
Okay. And then lower the lure. Hey, we're figuring this out. Electric elements.
Printing completed.
Now I need to make... Oh, I've been making a ton of electric elements. Basic turbine.
Calories level is decreasing.
Came back, read all of the endings, so I know you got at least one of them. I didn't realize there were multiple endings.
Printing completed.
Okay, so how do I step outside to,
Maximum flight altitude increased.
3 endings and a secret 4th if you 100% the game. So I read about a secret ending that other people said was not a secret and you don't have to 100%. It's just like bonus content that eventually becomes available. Hey, look at this. This is going nicely. So where had the double flashing light? Where was I supposed to land? Your basement is full of chickens? I don't know if this is a video game thing or a real life thing. game, okay. Oh, that's right, you're in Florida. We don't have basements.
Uncharted area. The preliminary analysis started.
You don't have basements in Florida? It would be physically
Analysis
impossible.
completed. Detected new objects requiring scanning.
We couldn't. We're right on the water table. If you dug down here, you'd hit water. Because of the limestone. Well, I mean, it depends on what part of Florida, but yeah.
Maximum flight altitude reduced.
I guess I really had it in the only place that would work.
Maximum flight
Can put it up here.
decreased.
Have basements at all there, as far as you know. At least no basement demons can get you in Florida. Yeah, we are safe from the basement demons. Alright. Build a new wall on the airship? Why would I build a wall? People who build houses are reckless too sometimes. Since in DC we're common and you lived right on the beach. Yeah, it's just a thing that Floridians don't have basements. Alright, scan broken radar device on the wind farm location. Let's extract this copper. Texas doesn't either, it's weird. You would think Texas is able to. Send a pic in the games tag on Discord so you can have a visual, thank you. Basements always freaked you out as a kid. Not a fully finished and nice basement, the sketchy unfinished ones that smell musty with cobwebs and such. When you do go down and you have to go back up, you have to race to the top before the basement demon grabbed your ankles. I can relate to this having been a kid, but I can't relate to the basement part. Lived in the one basement in Arizona, but they don't dig basements here because of laziness or cost, but it would save so much in heating. Yeah, that might change. I know more people seem to be accepting those types of, like, sunken construction. Nice airship you got there, thank you. Location radar. As a kid, you always had a hole digging obsession. Helium, all types of stuff here. House your BF and you picked in France has a basement. The only reason you go down there is because it's not low enough in the ground and not have windows. It's like 8 windows, and that's the only reason you'll go down there. And they aren't windows people or babies can squeeze through. Oh, okay, so being able to see out is a major component for you, it seems. Alright, how does this catwalk work? Can I... I didn't realize this was open the whole time. So could I build another deck extractor on the right side? There's all types of stuff to research and explore. This is, I think we're gonna be here a bit. Research transformer.
Research finalized.
Need some more synthetics. Very curious about the flying metals.
Printing completed.
Calories level is decreasing.
Okay, so say I wanted to build another deck extractor. Machine parts and one transformer. So I could make a transformer if I had more machine parts. How do I want to explore this place? Let's point it where the extractor can work. I'm not able to get that helium. Alright. Yes, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna take a run for a quick bathroom break. I will be back in like 2 to 3 minutes. Gonna run some mid-rolls, 90 seconds of ads, disable our pre-rolls for the next half hour. I'll see y'all in just a second. Thanks for hanging out with me.